Yo, 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 what's up, everybody? It's your boy King Bean, and I'm back with some gameplay, some different gameplay this time. This is the Devil May Cry, the Definitive Edition. You know, you ask and ye shall receive. I sat there and said, hey, I would like to have play a hack and slash game, and lo and behold, what comes out? Devil May Cry. It's like, yay! I did not play this game on the last gen console. Everybody they had kind of mixed reviews of the game. For me playing it, it seems pretty cool. I mean, for 40 bucks, it ain't too bad. If you got an Xbox One or a PS4 and you're looking for something to play to get you over, you know, just kind of break up the monotony if you're playing a lot of shooters or what have you, it's a good distraction. It's a good game, 40 bucks. You get all the DLC, Virgil's Downfall, you get to play that, and it's pretty cool. You know, this game is nothing but really just combos and combos and more combos, but you gotta try to look good while you're doing it. Now, I'm not very good at doing the combos. I had to, you know, learning the different buttons, and so a lot of times I'm really just button mashing. So once I finally learned one combo, it's like, okay, but I can't keep doing the same combo because the stylish meter won't go up. So that's basically that the number and the letter in the top right corner. And the higher your style meter goes up, the better rewards that you get as far as loot that you get dropped, or you get an opportunity to get some coin, some white coin, I guess is what it's called, whatever it's called. And I'm not going to look it up to kind of upgrade your abilities. That's what you can do. It's pretty an in-depth type of hack and slash game. Like I said, there's a lot of combos, and some combos you just can't button mash. Got to pause on some of them and move the controller around a little bit, the joystick or what have you, around to get the real good combos. I mean, I saw some people on YouTube doing really awesome combos with it. But yeah, it kind of was going to fill the time for me because I'm not going. I was thinking about buying Battlefield Hardline, but I chose not to because I don't think I'm going to play it. Although people say it's really good. I mean, Battlefield is kind of game like I got to be in the mood to play it. Like Call of Duty, I kind of get a fix for it and play little 10-minute games or what have you here or there about. But Battlefield, I mean, it's fun. And Hardline, I think it's probably pretty fun, but I don't know how long the games are. And I think I don't really want it. I'm really waiting on Mortal Kombat X to come out. Is it Mortal Kombat X or Mortal Kombat 10? And also I want to get a fight stick because my God, I cannot play a fighting game anymore without a fight stick, and that sounds so elitist of me. But this all happened when I was playing Street Fighter, and I began to fight with Chun-Li. Because first I started off with Ryu and Ken like everybody else, but everybody else was fighting with them, so I decided to go fight with Chun-Li. And a lot of her moves are chargebacks, and it's almost damn impossible on a controller, especially the Xbox One controllers or the Xbox controller. They're terrible as far as the D-pad goes, and very hard to get those to get her moves off, so to speak. So when I got a fight stick, I fought with her a whole lot better. And I was able to do a lot more different combos, and yeah, it kind of sucks. So that's the one thing about the Xbox One. It really sucks because I spent 170 something bucks for my fight stick a couple years ago, and I can't use it for my Xbox One, which makes me sad. Not really sad. It makes me mad because like games like Killer Instinct, I couldn't play that very well at all, especially dealing with the control pad. Or using the analog stick. It's just not the same. The precision's not there because there's a lot of times when I want to just dash forward or dash back, and I can't do it properly because I put the wrong input in. I'm jumping backwards or I'm jumping forward, and it really throws my combos off. And when you're going to get up against a whole lot better competition, it's hard to hold your own. Now, there are some people who can just ball out with a control pad, but I can't do it with a control pad. And that's just like, oh my God, I have this, that Dead or Alive 5. That game there, oh man. If I hadn't digitally downloaded that game, honest to God, I would have probably taken that disc and thrown it as far as I could. As far as I can. Probably just Then after I throw it, I would jump on it and just break it in half. I have not had this kind of rage for a game in my life. This game, oh my God, it's a simple game, but it is very complex, and I know those sound like oxymoron. For the simple fact that this game, it's hard to tell how to block, how to do your counters. I mean, this is very in-depth fighter, but you have one punch, one kick, you have a hold button, which is your counter, and you have a throw button. But it's also in a 3D space as like Tekken. Now, the other Dead or Alive games that came out before, which I really did love, like Dead or Alive 4, I loved it. I felt like it was more fair. This one here does not seem fair at all, and I should have put some footage of that game up here. But I said I'm not playing this game anymore. I wish I could get my money back. I shouldn't have digitally downloaded that game. But the game is gorgeous. I mean, it's a gorgeous looking game, but playing this game and I've never been that terrible at any fighting game. Never. Ever, ever, ever. Usually I get my head kicked in for the first maybe an hour or two if I'm going online playing. But after a while I figure out how to play it, and I'm pretty decent. I'm not the type of, I'm not elite level. And if I had to explain this to anybody like I explained to my boss, when I'm doing a fighting game, or even most games, even like Call of Duty or Battlefield, I'm the guy, if it's basketball, I'm the guy that's coming off the bench. It's going to give you 6 to 8 points a game, maybe 3 to 4 rebounds, maybe 1 or 2 assists. I might get a steal here or there, but every once in a while, I might get that 30-point game. And I might get that 15 rebounds. I might get that 1 or 2 blocks of steal. Every once in a while, I will peak that way. But for the most part, I'm the average guy to come off the bench. I'm the guy the coach called off the bench, to hold it down. Now, hold it down, try to maintain it there. Anything he gets extra, that's great. If not, just as long as I don't lose. Be like a game manager, similar to like what they call some of these football quarterbacks. That's me. Dead or Alive is on a whole different level. That game, I swear, that game, it really, really irks my nerve to no end. So I don't know if I could recommend anybody to buy that game. If you buy it, just wait till it's like $20 to buy it. Other than that, I mean, it's gorgeous. And outside of that, the Xbox One version really sucks because sometimes it will crash your system. I had issues with that, so what I had to do, I had to take it off of my Xbox One internal hard drive and put it on the external hard drive, just so I can play. Just so if I wanted to play another game, because what it would do if I didn't put it on my external hard drive, I had to do a hard reset on Xbox on my Xbox console. And what that means is I have to unplug it, count to 10, then plug it back in. So it's a virtual full shutdown, just so you can play the game, just so you can play different games. And I had to do it plenty of times, so that it was pretty frustrating. So right now, I couldn't recommend that game to anybody at all. I would tell you to wait for a price drop, and that's sad to say, to wait for a price drop when the game came out a couple of years ago and they finally brought it out now for the next gen console. And oh my God, the DLC! Now that game there, I don't know what the hell these developers decided to do with this game. I think they want to pay people to look at virtual half-naked women. And don't get me wrong, I mean the animation is gorgeous, but you can spend honestly probably $100 and some odd on that game just on DLC, just for the outfits. And the women are dressed in either in bikinis or something like that, And I'm like, you can take real money and go out and meet some real women to get them to do that. I mean, it's not that hard to do. But virtually just to have it on a game. And the sad thing about it, I guess it's supposed to be for, teenage boys. But I think these grown men are around here buying that stuff. And I'm like, that's just ridiculous. That makes absolutely no sense. That's just dumb. Either your game you ain't got no type of game, or what? Are you just a sick individual? I still think some people are probably just really sick. But hey, wherever's your vice, that ain't my vice. I like being around real women. You know, ain't nothing like a real woman, man. You be around real women. But anyway, it's one of those games, like I said, it's gorgeous to look at. It's gorgeous to play. It's better playing against the CPU than against somebody else online. Because if you go play online, trust me, you button mash if you want to, you're going to get your head kicked in. So anyway, what we're going to do for the future. Now, when some of my plans are when, like I said, when Mortal Kombat comes out, I'm going to live stream a lot of it, and I'm gonna put a lot more videos of Mortal Kombat up because I think the game's gonna be good. I mean, I wasn't a big fan of Injustice. I hope they kind of rework some of the stuff with Injustice because Injustice, when I played it, the thing I didn't like about Injustice too much, the people with projectiles, they seem to have the advantage a lot of the time. So, because they recovered really quickly, like fighting people like not Green Lantern, but Green Arrow and Arrow, whatever he's called, Green Arrow. What's the guy's name? I can't think of his name now, but the guy who was on Teen Titans, whatever. He had the yellow and black mask. That guy there, the guns. You just couldn't get close to him sometimes. Guys would get to the far end of the screen and just pretty much spam their projectile, and it was very hard to get there. It hard to get to him. And then Superman was just ridiculous before they nerfed him. And so I hope they don't have those kind of glitches, which I'm kind of expecting that early on when the game comes out. But they probably won't. They'll probably fix that and patch that because they're pretty good. The guys from Mortal Kombat, they're pretty good about patching and trying to fix the game. But wasn't a real big fan of Injustice as much, so I went back to playing Street Fighter. So hopefully, I like Mortal Kombat 10 because I really did like Mortal Kombat 9. Mortal Kombat 9 was awesome. I love that game. That was really fun. It was awesome. I fought with Katana, and I'm going back with Katana again, and hopefully learn how to fight her, especially all the different variants of the different variants of the way you can play the game. So each character gonna have like 3 different variants of their character. So that should make some pretty interesting matchups, and you know, no 2 fights would probably be the same. So you might use the same character, but they're gonna be a little bit different because of their variants. And I think then the month after that, The Witcher's coming out, and I'm gonna get it. That's a nice role-playing game. And I know that game's gonna take a long time to play. I still haven't beat GTA 5 yet. That's sad. That is really sad. And I think I'm near the end, but I haven't beat it yet because it's one of those games. Got to be in the mood to play it. It's not too bad of a game. Come to think about it, of all the GTA games that have ever come out, I've only beaten one. That was San Andreas. Wow, that is something. I only beat San Andreas. That was it. Now I've beaten Red Dead Redemption. I beat it. I loved it. I didn't get bored of that. It's just like with GTA games. Sometimes I just get bored. Get bored of playing them. So, although this one is actually, the storyline's pretty good, I think they should have done more with Franklin's character, him and his homeboy. But I can understand with the protagonist, and understand where they were going with storyline. But I kind of wish they would have done more with Franklin's story than what they're doing so far. What I'm seeing at the end, he's kind of just like, all he does is just, I guess you all say rob and steal, but basically that's all he does in GTA. But he's like the gopher guy, so he go for everything. They just send him to go run errands. I wish they would develop his character a lot more. So anyway, well, really don't have too much more to say, and just trying to get through the video. I want to put a video up here today because I hadn't put a video up in about a week. So not too much editing, just like I said, just something to put up right now and just show you something a little bit different. And like I said, this game here is pretty cool. Like I said, keep missing out on these combos. And these guys here, you see me missing. I love my D rank. Look at that. They got nothing straight D rank. And it was like, look, I got caught up in that animation trying to get some points. I think I'm about near the end of it here. No, I got 2 more waves. I did get to level 20. And fighting these guys here. And that's another thing. See, this game kind of tells you which ones you should use. As you can see, he's red. And see, I keep pressing the wrong button there. going. That's because I got into button mashing. But should have used my demon powers against the red guy. Use the angel powers against the blue guy. That's basically how that breaks down. It's as sad as that may sound, but it's a lot. It's a lot more difficult than what it looks like. Sometimes it gets well at least for me, I got confused about it. Got really confused about because I was just pressing buttons. To be honest with you, that's all I was doing. I think right there, yeah, I paused it there just to see if I could get me some potion because I knew my guy's he was about to be gone. I was like, yeah, because I'm about to get to the boss fight and I've taken too much damage. I didn't have enough for my I guess it's called a devil trigger. I didn't have enough for it to so I can kill these guys and regenerate my health. And so, but these guys right here, they're really easy. So I was just trying to get dispatch of them, pretty quick. Look at that, I got a sadistic combo there. Hooray, the double S's. So anyway, getting into this boss fight, it really doesn't last very long. This is one of the early bosses that you do to get the fight in the early stages of the game when you're playing through the story mode. And right now, I knew I was in trouble because I didn't have enough. I didn't have enough life to fend her off, and I was trying to use my double trigger and I couldn't activate it. I thought that would work to give me some more life to keep going. So, but anyway, thanks guys for watching. I'm gonna let the rest of the video play out. And I'll holler at you dudes later. And one love to everybody. Shout out to my boy Smasher. Shout out to Sean Bubba Williams. I'll let you dudes later. One love. Peace.